Hi, it's Jim Percaro from the Protegga Group, and today's video is going to be on stated market performance and how it could affect your portfolio. But before I get started, I just want to let you know that I'm not a certified financial planner and I have no letters after my last name. This is just from personal experience of investing in the market, not making money, and not understanding what happened. So let's use this as an example. If you started out with $10,000 of investment capital, and in the first year, the market went up 100%, and that $10,000 became $20,000. In year two, the market goes down by 50% and reduces that $20,000 back down to $10,000. In year three, the market goes up another 100%. Now you're back up to $20,000. And in year four, the market has another pullback, so it has a correction. It's down minus 50% again. Now you're back at your original $10,000 of investment capital. So now just looking at this, right, logically you would say, I started with $10,000, I ended with $10,000. The market performance was zero. It had zero effect on my investment. And logically that makes sense. But that's not actually how it's stated from the financial institutions. And this is what I mean. How they figure this out is that they add and subtract the percentages and divide it by the number of years or the period of time. So we'll just go through this example. We had 100% the first year of increase. We were minus 50% the second year, which leads us to be plus 50. In year number three, it's plus 100% again. Now it's 150%. And in year four, it's minus 50%. So that leaves us with 100%. So the market performance over this particular period of time was plus 100%. And what they do is they take this number from the percentages and they divide it over the period. So you take 100 and you would divide it by 4, and that equals an average rate of return, because it's an average over that 4-year period, of plus 25% per year. So now you're looking at this thinking I'm crazy, right? Because, wait a second, how could this have gone up 100% or even 25% per year if I started out with $10,000 and I ended up with $10,000? And this is kind of the illusion in stated market performance and us just assuming as the consumer, thinking that, well, if the average is 25%, that's what I'm probably going to get, the average. In reality, it could have a 25% return per year on average, but have zero effect on your investment capital. So you want to be careful when people are stating market performances to you. It's very enticing, right, to want to get a 25% return. And so they know that when they're marketing it, and they want you to feel good about your investment. But in reality, it could be where it has zero effect. So now I have a very small sample of data as far as financial data goes. But this will make my point. And again, let me just reiterate, I am not a certified financial planner and I have no letters after my name. This is from my own personal experience. Now, anybody can take any period of time in the stock market, good or bad, and I can make it look like the stock market is the greatest thing that ever happened or the worst thing that ever happened. The reason I picked these particular years is because this is my story. This is the story of I was investing and investing and investing, and when I needed the money, I lost so much money I didn't understand what happened, right? Because I was told the average rate of return of the S&P 500 over the last 80 years is 12%. So I should make 12% a year on average, but it doesn't work that way. So what I did was I took from January 1st, 2000 to December 31st, 2012. So it's a 13-year period of market data. This is the real live actual returns. I actually got this information from onestock1.com. So you can Google it yourself. It's the NASDAQ composite. Now, a certified financial planner would never encourage you to invest all your money into one index. So it's not about this particular index that you would be fully invested, but it's to show you how the percentage of stated market performance does not necessarily mean you will make money. Right? A certified financial planner is going to have you in a diverse portfolio. That means stocks, bonds, oil, gold, silver. There's a whole host of things. Real estate. You could be in it to be diversified. So let me just go through this with you, though. This is what happened to me. So if you take from 2000 to 2012 and you add and subtract all the percentages from the market, increase and decreasing over this period of time, it says that there's a positive 21.78% over this period of time. So it's 13 cycles. So if you divide that by 13, you would have 1.67% on average rate of return. And you're thinking, okay. So he picked the decade with two major market pullbacks. This is the aftermath of the dot-com bubble that burst, when the Enrons went out of business and people were buying overvalued companies, and I was one of them because I bought and drank the Kool-Aid. And also the global meltdown of 2008, and this was a global market meltdown in epic proportion. So you have this here and you think, okay, so even over this time period with all this, really significant volatility in the market, you still average 1.67%. But that's necessarily not an accurate number, because if you took $10,000 on January 1st of 2000 and invested it in the market, in the NASDAQ composite, over that 13-year period, you would have ended up with $7,419.54, or a negative return. You would have lost 25.81% over that period of time. And if you divide this 25.81% divided by 13, it means on average you lost 1.98% per year. But the way the market performance is stated, it actually is stated that it has an average of 1.67%. So here, this is just to show you that even though the performance is positive over this time period, it doesn't necessarily mean that your investment is going to grow. So hopefully you found this very helpful, and that you could use this to protect yourself and your family from future investments and getting caught up in the wrong thing. So please, we have our website below. If you want to register for these weekly videos, please visit our website and sign up, and we'll send them to you in your inbox. Look forward to speaking to you next time.